Hello everyone! RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with another live stream of Final Fantasy XIV. Yes, we are back with Final Fantasy XIV. I'm excited to be back, as always. As you guys know, let's hit the start button. Let's get all situated as we do. So that way I'm not waiting. Say like this thing was full lobby like that. See, it's currently full, but that's fine. It's not going to take too long to get in. It normally doesn't. But anyway, guys, I like to take this time to say I welcome you to the Final Fantasy XIV stream. We are currently in Heaven's Sword. We're actually very close to finishing this up, and I'll explain it later. But as you guys know, I live stream on Saturdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And all we're doing is Final Fantasy XIV. I'll be honest, I would actually love to live stream like another game besides 14, but I really want to catch up. And I have a lot of catching up to do before Endwalker comes out. So I definitely want to do that. So as soon as we get caught up, I'll be like, yeah. I like to go back to doing maybe 2 games a stream. Because like right now, I really want to go back to Dark Souls 2. Because it's been a while and it's been so long that I might forget how to actually play the game. Nah, that won't be the case. I mean, it's going to take a while for me to like fully remember. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So there's that. And then, of course, there's another game I really want to live stream, which I hope we could do soon. Maybe what I could do is when I get into Shadowbringers, when I start getting into the Shadowbringers expansion, this is probably what I'll do. I will stream on Saturdays and Tuesdays will be 14, and then Thursdays will be the stream of the other game that I want to stream. Not Dark Souls 2, but it'll be another game. And then once I get fully caught up, I will probably go back to maybe a Saturday and a Wednesday situation. Because if I'm only going to be streaming 2 games, then like Saturdays will be for like Dark Souls 2, and then Wednesdays will be for that other game that I'm currently streaming. So yeah, but of course, guys, not only do I stream on those days, I also release videos every single day at 1 a.m. and at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, or earlier and later, depending on the day that I'm streaming. So today, they normally come out at 8:30, depending on the length. But I think I like to keep it like that. Maybe like 8:30 or 8 o'clock. Sounds like a good time to release the first video on days that I stream. And then the second video on days that I stream comes out at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, of course, guys, the first video comes out every single day. It's Resident Evil 7 Madhouse difficulty. I hope you guys are enjoying that. Like, I'll be honest, I think a lot of people are. So that's great. It's tough. It's really fucking tough. Don't get me wrong. That game is rough on Madhouse difficulty. And then again, I'm also not that great in those kinds of games too. So that's an added bonus. And then, of course, the second game coming out is Final Fantasy VIII. Another game that I'm thoroughly enjoying. I actually recorded a few parts of that yesterday, and by God, I am loving it. I'm having a blast playing Final Fantasy VIII. I still haven't really got to the point where people are, like, shitting on it. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll get there, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, let us continue on. Guys, we're honestly, in this main scenario of Heaven's Sword, we're honestly not that far away from beating it. We're 50 quests away. And out of those 50 quests, 5 of them involve, you know, dungeons and or bosses against primals or whatever. So I'm super excited for that, because it's like, goddamn, like, we could be starting the little story that happens between Heaven's Sword and Stormblood next Thursday, maybe, or maybe even on Tuesday, depending on how much quests I knock out of the park today and on Saturday. And even then, the bits between the story that happens between Stormblood and Heaven's Sword is very short. I think it's like 47, 45 quests. So like we're very damn close to getting to Stormblood, which is crazy to me, because like I honestly didn't think we'd be that close to it, especially since learning that I technically didn't start Heaven's Sword until what, last Saturday or something like that. Yeah. All right, let's go. Well, I expect you're going to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kubo? If not, Alpha Nunes was looking for you. I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. Yeah, and so like majority of those quests are probably going to be somewhat short. So, to be the best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our trip to Zenith, and I believe the Elder Seatsir and her retiree will soon be making the journey back to Grindania. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways, shall we? Afternoon, Ande. I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Mughals might have never been revealed to us. 'Tis we who should be thankful, Elder Sitzia. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kupalo Koop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the Twelveswood, and we are extremely glad that you did. It was my pleasure, Kupo. I've made so many new friends and have so many fantastic tales to tell, like King's Moogle back home, Kupo. And it is our home that we must return to. May you ever walk in the light of the crystals, my friend. Safe journey. Oh, safe journey, Elder Seatsier. We too must be on our way. Hazardverger awaits. Warrior of Light, pray attend closely to your companion, Sir Esthine. Beneath that solitary facade, a storm of anguish seizes unseen. Right. Please don't do anything stupid, Esthine. People seem to have been like super excited when you got announced to be a party member in like specific dungeons or something like that, but still, come on, dude. Come on, don't be an asshole. See, right here. See, this quest is already complete. So, bada bing, bada boom. Now we're only 49 quests away from the end of Heaven's Ward. Have you said your goodbyes? And stop it away your tears, Kupo. Now we are indebted, ready to go. Ooh, armor. Ooh, some new armor that's actually decently good. Hells yeah. I mean, it only gives a +1, but I can put some materia on it if I add a discipline of the hand of this high level. As Chief the Moogle already explained, the shiny instrument we gave you is the best means of grappling. As an extension, I'll come along and show you the way to Zenith. That's the big place where you need to blow the horn. First things first, though, we need to make for Asha. Oh, and watch out for rampaging dragons. Maybe that should have been the first thing, Kupo. Fuck, I was gonna say something, I can't remember. There was something I was going to mention. No, I can't remember. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Fuck, I hate that I had something that I was like, oh yeah, I could do that. Oh, I can't remember. I was going to say something before I... damn it. I hate that I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, that's a bit annoying. That happened so many times to me. Like, God, I can't even remember. I think it was like last week or 2 weeks ago. There was a question I was gonna ask someone at work. I didn't think about it like at the time, or I did when I thought about it at the time. It's like, oh, they were gone. I'll ask them tomorrow. And then of course tomorrow came, and it's like, well, I don't know what the fuck I was gonna ask them. So fuck me, I guess. Oh, this music's great. Yeah, actually, what is it? It's this weekend. There's gonna be a Final Fantasy concert thing going on. I believe. I don't know if it's just Final Fantasy VII or if it's a Final Fantasy concert altogether. Either way, that's like a lot of people are speculating. Hey, we'll get some information on Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. And in my eyes, I'm like, probably not. I don't think. I mean, yeah, Square Enix has done that before in the past where they've like announced stuff via concerts or at concerts, but I don't think that'd be the case. If anything, I feel like that's where they'll finally if anything, I feel like that's where they will announce, hey, here's the next gen update for, and I hope they don't do what Judgment's doing. So what Judgment's doing is, oh, you have to buy the PS5 or Xbox Series X versions of those games. And if you already have like the PS4 version, sorry, you're shit out of luck. You have to buy the PS5 version. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I hope they don't do that for Final Fantasy VII. I hope they're like, hey, if you have it, then if you have the PS4 version, then it gets updated. You know, kind of like what they're doing. So yeah, that's, if anything, that's, I feel like what we're gonna get. We're gonna get the announcement of the. We're going to get the announcement of the next gen thing, which is a surprise. I honestly thought we were going to get that during the Game Awards. That one was so bad either. Yeah, off screen I actually did some of the stuff off screen to get the those other quests in the previous areas. You know, they get the Aether Currents and all that stuff. So. Is there a crystal here, or is it just, Things were a bit biting for a while there, but I think we arrived in one piece, Kupo. I wonder what has the dragons awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad, but they seem worse than usual. Oh, I got that from Thane. Okay, that's right. Like, where did I get these from? It's like, oh yeah, I got them from a dungeon thing. Ooh, I like that. Hopefully I get like a nice armor set of that. We may have a small problem, Capo. When winds are high like this, harvest is an invariable ambitious low-fleet perch and heads to the lands below to hunt. If you try blow now, I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest we stop by the clean up ahead and rest until the winds die down. Excuse me. So as you guys know, I've been playing Yakuza games basically when I'm not playing games for, you know, for you, like Final Fantasy 14 or 8 or Resident Evil. So it's, yeah. The only reason I'm joining is because it's already like kind of in the progress, so. One more, two more. Sorry about that one. This should do nicely, Kupo. The winds will likely have died down by tomorrow, but until then we might as well make ourselves comfortable. If we must interrupt our journey to close it to its end, I suppose this place is as good as any. We may have a brief respite from the hardships on the road will help the center clear our minds and readiness for the coming parley. Very well then, I believe a campfire is in order. Leave the gathering fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose of firewood during my time in the frozen waste of Korthas. Clear our minds. 'Tis Master Alphen whose mind needs clearing. The thought of me and a great woman in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Did you see him stroll away as if those ruins were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow Amanda and see that the wildfire does not make a meal of our young friend. We'll have the camp ready by the time you return. Okay, there we go. My guess is I'm going to go to these two locations. He's not going to be at either of them. Okay, here's the other location. We're gonna march on to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, so I can do it from here. Good. All right, another quest down. Another quest down. Another quest down. It's right fucking here. I love how you can like actually hear the wind too, through this. I see I was right to worry about the boy's safety. Once afternoon returns with the wood, we can see about supper. The Ice Queen has filled the pot with what looked like stew ingredients ready for the fire. Look at this merry band of misfits. I have my helmet off! That's awesome! Few things compared to the simple pleasures of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. So speaks the great explorer. Till recently you haven't had recognized firewood if it came from with kindling and a flint. Says, well, you instructed me so patiently then. But yes, not my own devices. I would have been compelled to signal to Yastala with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of a Cyrillian dignitary, and alongside my twin, became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the stadium. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers. How ignorant of mine own shortcomings, that hubris invented manipulation and betrayal, and led to the downfall of the silence. We all of us are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives never knowing what it is that they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe. It was only upon meeting Hatfield that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would have never vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehood with which it fans the flame of conflict. I would have lied and died in ignorance. That the truth has driven me to do terrible things, I cannot deny, but I'd rather sin in the purest of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetuating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, or of striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. You're well on your way, Master Alvanhund. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear with scarcely a thought in my head. Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here amongst these great ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quick of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragonstone War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for certainty that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. In my hands resigned the power to vanquish the Great Worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding this power, I will slay Nidhogg myself. Orders are known. I see. You gave your word. He said Nidhogg, not XIV. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince Arshenver of the righteousness of your cause. Doubt not, but I shall, Dragoon. Sorry. Well, when's welling? We shall have our answer on the morrow. Let's now face our fate with the rising sun. Is it just the nature of the race of whatever my character is that they don't sit on their bottoms? Heart of ice. Alright, I'll get some better leggings. That campfire was so cozy. I must have fallen asleep, Kapo. We do not feel how the winds have shifted. They will have borne Harvester back to the skies above Zenith. I'm sure of it. It is our chance to climb to the highest floor of the place and summon him with the toot of that shiny horn. So, I'll be heading back now. If it's all the same to you, good luck, Kapo. It was nice knowing you. You're gonna die today, bitch! Wait, what? So, yeah, it's all good and dandy, but, bye, I'm leaving, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. I love the Moogles. Now we're gonna get a level up here soon, which is great, because I need to be at level 60 in order to continue on with my, warrior class quests, so that's great. Ah, there's a crystal up there. Hells yeah. Chocobo, what's a little somewhere around here? Ah, it's up there. I see it. Man, these ruins are actually pretty fucking cool. Put it in with this music? God damn. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Final Fantasy has some fantastic music. Like, say what you will about any of their games, but you cannot deny that the music is phenomenal. Same with Yakuza, same with Persona, anything Shin Megami Tensei related. My God. Have we got a release date for Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne yet? I thought it was coming out in March, but I don't remember seeing that. Well, I don't remember talking about it when, you know, it was time for me to talk about games coming out. Let me get this first. How many of those do I have? Oh, I'm missing quite a bit still. I'm missing one quest from the Korthus Westland. And, one from a quest. I'm missing basically all the quests from the Dravinian Frontlanders and the Turning Mist. I have only one. That's fine though. Blow your horn! Blow your horn! This scene has to be spoken, right? Was not expecting that to come out of the horn. Why do you disturb my solitude? Creature that, but with the release of Oblivion, leave me.
By the 12, mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Racevelga, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva. But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
From the heavens. Secrets of the heart are thine to know. Is he missing an eye?
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
Life eliminated the past for thee. It did not grant thee omniscience. Omniscience. The spirit thou hast summoned belonged not to Shiva. 'Tis but a shade conjured by thine own fancy. In an age long past, my own kin were guilty of like folly. Beguiled by the Dark One's lies, they attempted to resurrect a king amongst worms. Yet the divinity they called forth merely borrowed the semblance of my fallen blood brother. Such gods are not summoned, but created. Phantoms spun from the threads of misplaced fates. Primals.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Was what thy dream of Shiva. Thy soul has been corrupted by a deity of thine own making, child.
that as it may, Lord Hraesvelgr, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
The tale of thy kind is one of avarice, treachery, and death, and thou wilt speak to me of peace? Hark thee, mortal, to the naked truth, then tell me thou diverts forgiveness. History lesson time, guys. 1200 years ago, my beloved Shiva's sacrifice served to bring an end to the war twixt man and dragon, paving the way for an age of peace and cooperation. 2 centuries of harmony were to follow, during which time the Eldian learned much about us, not least at the eyes of a great Warmaw, the wellsprings of its strength. Also, that's why it's important about the eyes. 'Twas out of the selfless desires to possess this strength that King Thoradin then conspired to undo all that our people had achieved together. With the aid of his lethal knights, the most noble of Eldian lured by brood sister Ratsukator into an ambush, and took from her what he craved. Fain would I strike that image from my mind, yet still the scene doth linger. For my brood sister's a tattered corpse defiled by her Eldian allies. They had torn out her eyes and feasted upon them in the manner of wild beasts. Yet that was not all. Far from the blade banquet, the field had gained strength beyond that of mortal men. Even now I labor to comprehend the enormity of their betrayal. Nidhogg was the first to learn of the atrocity, and he took the skies, hungry for vengeance. But though he slew Thoradin and so many of his knights, their fellow butchers knew only too well where to aim their spears, and with now practiced savagery, they set about my blood brothers, sending him flailing from the field. Such is the truth of the Holy Sea would have kept hidden. Such was the beginning of the Dragon Song War. 'Tis a song my kind shall ne'er forget, as should 10,000 years pass, and Ishgard crumble into dust.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, Dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
What thou choose to believe is immaterial. The betrayal that yet haunts mine very waking moment is no less than thy truth to my kind. And Nidhogg meaneth for Thoradin's people to suffer for his sin till the end of days. Thou which imagines a war of extinction is but punishment, a siege to the spirit. Hast thou not seen those who tire of the torment? Those who abandon their own and side with dragonkind?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Know that all the traitors pronged bear a trace of Retra's essence, but a single sip of our blood is enough to awaken it.
Then The seed lies within us.
'Tis for this reason that those who abandon their loyalties are rewarded with a drink. And thus are they transformed to join the ranks of Nidhogg's ever-growing army as newborn dragons. One by one, through death or defection, my blood brother shall account for all the betrayer's children.
Ye gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain.
There will always be some, of course, who chose to fight until the bitter end, like the Dragoon. But struggle as thou might, thou youthful vigor will be set ere thou reachest 20 and 10, and Nidhogg shall remain to torment thine offspring.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance. An eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
Thou hast the rights of a dragon slayer. Comprehendst thou now the futility of thy quest?
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Stubborn child, thou thinkst in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp. Yeah, but it's been 1,000 years, and like you said, so 'tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not participate the crime. Despite thy visions, the deeds of history seem distant to thee. For one such as Nidhogg, however, that history is yet part of his present, as fresh as the blood that did gush from Rastra's wounds. How could he not be driven mad? Tis only by the calming embrace of Shiva's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me. But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone. Well, I think that went pretty well. Don't you? Whew. Haviscar has every bit of awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power, the well behind his words so undeniable that transgressed my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children, and far from mitigating this humiliation. The hidden truths we have learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course. More pants.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment
I
to
don't know
still
about
him.
that.
You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And if the tales are true, the Warrior of Light has bested many an invincible foe. But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
Lovely.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
If anything, I kind of want a different helmet.
That I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
Kind of an asshole, dude. No, girlfriend number 2! Damn it! Leave her. Just woof, 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 woof. Boom, 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 boom. Moss Dragon in my team. Wait, what? I thought I got just in time. Oh well. Let's go to the new location. Ooh, let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. Boom, boom, boom. Let me get that aether current. 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 Did not mean to do that. Monster Star.
Is that it?
Whoa.
Aye, that would be the Eyrie. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the Primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated.
Alright, we have 5 more quests before we get into a dungeon.
Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. It will be just like the good old days, no?
Our boy Sid? We talk about our boy Sid? Hells yeah, man. None of these are that great, so. Well, none of them can be equipped by my current class, so. There we are. So I'm going to have you enlist the aid of Sid Garlord. A force of significant power to break through the Primal's defensive might can already grant us to the Eyrie. I can afford no better solution. Pray consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well, on the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. Steal all the glory for myself, you mean? No, I'm not so selfish as that. Contact me by link pearl when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth from Ishgard together. I should just rendezvous back at St. Rennie's Forum, Ande. From what I gather, the Holy See's that decidedly ambitious airship project Sid will still be in Ishgard. New winds, old friends. I don't know, or maybe, like, again, it has been, I don't know how long it's been between, A Realm Reborn and this expansion, but I feel like it's probably been years. So it could have been, this could still be the same voice actors for Avanon, but last you saw Master Garlord, he was advising the Ishgardians on their alien airship, correct? In that case, we might still be at Camp Cloudtrap. Failing that, we could try the airship landing, or maybe even the Sky Steel Manufactory. But let's not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. Question is who? Sir Emmerich would seem the obvious choice, but there's no guaranteeing he will be able to grant us an audience on such short notice. I have it. Count Edmond's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy Seat's juiciest rumors. Let's return to the man and see if Lord Emilian is about. Excuse me. Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, old boy? Well, I trust. In search of a Sid Garland, you say? Then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I hear has been tasked with getting the monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. 'Twould seem the project has been plagued with missteps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I wager their masters does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come, Andy, we must find Sid and trouble him with his expert opinion. Ooh. I get the feeling we are gonna end up being running all over the place. Oh, never mind. He's right here. Ande, Alpha Noon. Greens, Master Garlord. I'm sure we'll come a little surprised when I tell you we are in need of a favor. Ow. Put myself mad trying to move my hair out of the way. Another wind barrier? You say it was conjured by Nidhogg. The Enterprise would certainly take you where you need to go. She would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Dravinians would fly rings around her. And if they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid that. But there must be something we could do, some kind of weapon we can employ. I've seen Sun's vigil at the edge of the stream mist, but we do not know how much longer. Alright, I didn't say it was impossible. So it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, it's time we give that new toy of ours a proper field test. Probably best if I let the lads show you. Come now, the manufactory's not far. Oh, excuse me. I hope I was going the right fucking way. Our little project just aside, oh, you're gonna like this one.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
Yo.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio's bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off, if you'll forgive the pun.
Tataru.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds.
Yo! Yo!
You, meanwhile, should concentrate.
Release
on
date for
providing
Ratchet & Clank
Raban and
Rift
the
Apart,
Sultana
June
with
11th.
help.
Hells yeah. Yo, yo, Ratchet and Clank, baby. Oh, look, more belts. General Rubana says they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts. All he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the walking stands right away and help with the investigation. Commander, pressing through Ishgard's plight may be our presence here will serve to hasten the Manifesta's completion. Let's return to the troubled lands of Theron and lend what aid we may. Tataru, have our friends at the Conjugation sent a message to Estine. Tell them we have identified a solution to our problem, but it will take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alphanoon. To the walking stands, Warrior of Light. 'Tis past time Ulda was delivered from this darkness. Oh no, I only have one of these left! I love how, like, so a few days ago, actually it wasn't Tuesday, there was the, or wait, yeah, I think it was Tuesday. There was the, viral video of a conference, trial going on, and one of the lawyers had a filter on with the cat. And I love how that's been becoming a meme now. That's our February meme, guys! We have our February meme, is the cat lawyer. It's hilarious.
Thank you for coming.
Hey, you look well.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady in waiting, Muriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours? Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo and for Uldar!
Yeah, for Ulda, that's... That place sure ain't going to shit. Alrighty. Our target is Merli, the Sultan's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlanger heritage. I'm told the two of you have met. Sources indicate that she left the playhouse shortly after the incident and quickly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm that Merla is still in hiding there. I guess it ain't too far from here, so... Alright, I should be able to get a level up once I complete the next quest, so hey, we'll be at level 59. Hells yeah. Will we get to level 80? I almost said 80, yeah. Will we get to level 80 from 59? Well, that my chocobo can fly here. Who needs a ship to fly when I can just or sail out with my chocobo? Yeah, she's here. Left to stay for good, she says. Barely leaves her house, though. It's the one close to the market entrance. Okay, well, I guess I already got my answer, but I still have to talk to people. Kiki Poo. Ah, what brings you to our lovely little hamlet? I believe the arrival of your entourage just about doubled our population. Looking for Marley, say, if you're hoping to lure her back to Ulda, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. No, we're not here to do that. Do I know of any returned residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My master will not be pleased to hear of this. So closest to the shop. Sup, bitch? It's time for a reckoning.
You are Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
Hi.
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
Sup?
General Alden.
Oof.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Uh-oh.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Lonorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Meriel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison.
In place of a poison.
You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
You conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine.
Ugh, I hate
Truth
this
be
asshole.
told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilbert's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive, and preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law.
Fuck your law! Fuck your bullshit!
If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation.
Conciliation.
You will find Her Grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
Yeah, but isn't she going to dissolve the parliament or whatever? Ugh, I'm tired of this political bullshit. Why are you going? I see no reason why she has to follow. And we did nothing. By the 12th, I feared Lord Lorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. No less the fact that he of all people would gift us the means to restore the Sultana. Game over. Take over. Sorry. awakening in Uldal. Shall we also make our way to Uldal? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. So are we gonna, is this like finally us being acquitted? I don't know if that's the right word. But are we basically like, yeah, no, you guys did nothing wrong, so yeah, sorry about that. Let's get a level up. Let us get a level up. Let us get a level up, a level up, a level up. Lieutenant General Rubano mentioned you might be coming. Please, this way if you will. No more. With a chocobo and a moogle. I had a lovely nap.
I was having the longest dream.
"'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
You lost an arm. Wait, I'm still doing this parliament shit? God damn it.
Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber. I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrias. Yes, well, it would appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle.
Well, that's great.
My lords and lady, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
Yeah, that's probably for the
Among
best.
the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified Grand Company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low.
Folly, thy name is hubris.
I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more.
Yeah.
The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
I have really grown to like Alphinaud. I really have. I've really grown to like him a lot more than when I first initially met him. Plus, to speak thus of mine in a turmoil, the fact remains, there's no man alive in whom I would rather confide. Were not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. And there's level up. Wait, I can actually get on top of this thing? Still no word from Master Garlord. Hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. I am assured that her grace will make a full recovery. Ah, and Ulda too shall flourish once more. John Rubane and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Do you agree? A question, if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Why don't you know how things stand on the Rising Stones? Ah, yes, of course. You're pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned a reverence toll when they learned of Captain Ilbred's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphanoon. To me? I see. I'm grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for service. Shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. You will join me, Ande. You were there at the company's inception. It's just only fitting you be present at its end. And I would appreciate the support. I could very well get to level 60 at the end of this. So yeah, this person right here, if I can talk to them, I can keep redoing the... Well, I think I could do them in general, but that'll be a quest tied to redoing the Crystal Tower dungeons. I'll be honest, they're fun. Like, they're somewhat fun. Like, it's a big raid thing with 24 people. It's... Wow, it's hilarious in all honesty, but it's fun. Commander, you're alive. You're alive! Nande too. I knew you'd scrap through. Hey, I don't trust that dude. He's the traitor, isn't he? I splendid Crystal Braves. I've wronged you, all of you. My promise of glorious salvation have brought you not but blood and betrayal. Ah, you'll not hear us complain. It was a sight messier than expected, aye? But we still fighting for the freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, Matt? Aye. You humble me. I am truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must... That's enough of that, Commander. We know what you mean to say, and we ain't having none of it. We've talked it over, see, and we've all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks. We won't be less of a company. But the Crystal Braves... The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals which upon the company were founded upon lived on. They bind us to each other and to you. I'm actually really glad that this guy's here. I love him. Commander, Alphanoon, our minds are made up, so you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Minfilia and the others. Friends, after all that has happened, I know not what to say. Aww. Aww, I freaking love Alphanoon. God damn it. Pray excuse me. I had thought my tears spent. Grandfather used to say that one can measure a man by the consistency of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I am not worthy of their loyalty, Andy. But as Thankler is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. Ready to fly! Whoa, that's a lot of experience we're going to get for this quest. That's fine, though. I must speak to future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the Mrs. Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm, specifically Oranger and the Wakizans and Tataru and Ishgard. When we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garlord at the Manufactory. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I am able. Whoa. I've been going for almost 2 hours here. Sweet. Ah, Machinist. I honestly kind of want... I'll be honest, I will do all of these blue quests at some point. Just gotta give me time. Ande, how in the 7 hours do you do it? It's just about to send for you. We have but this moment to complete the Manaka's first successful test flight. Few minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. While we see to the finishing touches, you might want to pay visit Frumpus Mana. A dragoon by the name of Aston was looking for you. Wait, he's here? Fulfill your obligations to the old ones, then. Mrs. Tatsu has been keeping me apprised of the situation. Once I learned that these mana cutters of Massacres were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the midst. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the Ire, plotting his revenge. Might not this be a moment to unfold our plans to Sir Emmerich? I think we have kept it in the dark long enough. Yeah, I guess. The forgot from night, okay. Hi.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
I'm glad to now be wearing pants that doesn't look like my tail's not in the hole.
Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Yeah.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus, you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
Estinian? I hold
I am
the
under no
eye.
illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no.
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Yipes.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, it would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
Estinian. I have pricked Master Alphino's pride, I fear. But had I been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the area. But do not think me blind to his talents. With a few more companions under his belt, campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Alphino will make a fine field commander, especially when he becomes this new class called Sage. One does not participate on the adversary such as Nidhogg. Practice. We shall be hard-pressed enough without the added warrior carrier novice. We have tread long enough. Let's call upon Master Garland and take possession of the mana cutters. Possession. Alright, here we go. This is a one where we'll be waiting for the dungeon. So that's totally fine. Yeah, I'm excited for Ratchet & Clank coming out in June. Hell fucking yeah. I enjoyed the PlayStation 4 game. And, I mean, I've enjoyed every single time I played a Ratchet & Clank game, which wasn't a lot, I'll be honest. I haven't played that many, but I've enjoyed all of them. I'm the old friend. The cutters are ready whenever you are. The final adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end. Which means you can get where you need to go. I tell you, these little beauties will tear through the wind barrier like a cement drill through cottage cheese. And that, my friend, is a Garlo and Ironworks guarantee. You have our thanks. Come, boy of light, the dread worm awaits. Were you there the whole time? 'Cause I did not notice you. Ugh, I might turn on the heater while I wait for people to show up. It's getting a little too cold in here. Well, last time it was too warm. Might also go to the bathroom too. I really gotta go to the bathroom, but I'll wait. It's not like I really have to go. It's more so like a whole, yeah, you should probably go to the bathroom. As long as it doesn't take too long. Alright, so I'll be right back. What perfect fucking timing. I literally just got back and the thing popped up. I was like, God damn, that was perfect. Is that Nidhogg? All right, let's go. Oh, let's do this. glad I'm not the only one in here that's by himself. Every single time I've done a mission, I always feel like, oh, I'm the only one that's never done this before. We... Well, that was fun. Boop, boop. A terrible dragon appears before you. Come face me, coward. I guess I don't mind if I get that or not. I mean, I end up selling all the belts anyway. But, yeah, I think I was mentioning this beforehand. I am playing the Yakuza games off screen. Obviously, I'm almost done with Yakuza 4. And once I beat Yakuza 4, I have played and beaten every single Yakuza game then. Which would be great. I am a tank. It's my duty. To be the target. mustard gas. Woo! Cloud Chaser. That's actually a cool name. That's a big dragon. Two pots of purple ire dye. Alrighty. Oh, wow. We're straight up gonna fight Nidhogg. I will enable the one with the eye. Can't read that all. What's up? Fucker. Wow, you went down like a ton of bricks. Sweet. Hooray! be right back. I think I heard a knock on my door. Nope, no knock. Whoa, dragon went down. Honestly, Nidhogg, you're not as big as I thought you were gonna be.
No worm! This ends here!
I wonder if we'll see what's under his mask. Actually, I think we've already done. Actually, I think they already showed his mask during the presentation. Ah, there we go. You take his other eye?
Gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
Ah, fuck. Crystal time. Ah, flashback.
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Oh. Oh, what the fuck just happened? Oh my god. I don't know what happened. Give me 1 second. Hopefully, I just unplugged it and plugged it back in. I don't know what happened. I lost. That's not good. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna get rid of the old one. Okay. Well, that fucking sucked. I apologize for losing visual for whatever fucking reason. I don't know how long it's been gone for. I hope it wasn't gone for too long. But okay then. Well, we have video back, so that's good, and audio is back too. It looks good, so that sucks. I apologize for that. Maybe I accidentally bumped a wire when I was going to see if someone knocked on my door or something.
Nay, my friend.
No.
I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, 'tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown.
The White Dragoon.
Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath, and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal, and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve.
That guy looks like the
instead of
dude we met at
sharp
the
steel.
Chocobo Forest. These guys are all from those houses that we've met. Like I saw House Frumptus.
We four, then.
Forton, Hylanat, Dyrendare, and Zemail. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards.
Stewards.
We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded? You have borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg.
Yeah. He took both eyes
The
too.
legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted.
I can't tell if his armor is actually red. I think it is. Yes, it is.
And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
Oh, giving it to me. Sweet.
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
I don't know. I talked to his father. Like, there's a miniature version of his father that hangs out with me, so I don't know. Maybe he'll answer. Bruh, wake the fuck up.
"'Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander
I'm
of
just
our triumph."
curious. What, like, if I was a Lalafell, they're short people. Like, the cutscenes would probably be at in different angles or something. I
But
fear.
we must first
I
have
feel.
words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Okay, yeah, I'm all for talking to him again. Be like, so this eye business. Though Nidhogg has fallen, my heart is yet heavy. And this stain of corruption pleased me not. When all has been put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew. The Nidhogg fall, none save Hasker remains to answer our questions. Let's trouble the worm again. And if Iceheart yet lingers at Zenith, all the better. I would have her hear the truth from the dragon's maw. If that's all I have to do for this one quest, then I'll quickly do it. It won't take too long. I want to apologize again for whatever the fuck happened during that cutscene. I just hope it wasn't there for too long. Alrighty, let me hand in this quest. Onward to Zenith! Okay. "'Twas you, was it not? The furious screams of the dragons carried far. You have slain Nidhogg. What more could you desire from this place? Will you not allow Hasuo to mourn the death of his kin in peace? Spare us your sanctimous judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for the Great Worm, and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Lady Iceheart, the Dragon-Song War was all but consumed your life and claimed many of your followers. It's time you learn the truth of this beginning, the whole truth, that we may at least bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound the horn, Warrior of Light." Okay, let's bring this to an end. Alrighty, we'll have a few quests before we get to like our next quest into a dungeon, but we can get very close to that. I did sense the moment of Nidhogg's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Ah. That's why he was missing an eye. Seemed thou hast uncovered my secret. I, unto the blinded Nidhogg, did I yield one half of my strength. I guess I did find Curious why he was missing an eye. Here you go. Ah, fuck. Did take Ragna's eyes and glut their appetites upon her essence. He is slain then. What madness hath unmade our peaceful accord? I warn thee, brood brother. They have ever been untrustworthy creatures. Those short-lived Eldsons. But thou wast enhanced by thy mortal maiden. Thou flow hast cast Rastor her life, and me mine eyes. Thy folly. Oh, my beloved Shiva, how swiftly are thy kin made beastly by their appetites. It was thy blindness that did invite disaster into our lands. Surrender thee an eye to me, and let that be thy penance. Nidhogg. They bested me once, but I was reckless. I shall need but a single eye to inflict enduring torment upon these traitors and every child of their line. Yield to me thy strength, brood brother. My vengeance is begun! Thou hast borne witness to a scene from my past.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Would that Huldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
When my brood brother did appear before me, bloody and blinded, his life was all but spent. He demanded half my vigor that he might extract his revenge upon the mortals who had wronged us.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
The peace my beloved so desired has been shattered by her own kin. Thy treachery claimed my brute sister's life and my brute brother's reason. Thinkest thou thy fist of indignation will move me to remorse? Go, mortals. Take your unruly passion and leave this place. Your presence has spelled naught but misery. Were it not for Shiva's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you should be bound, we share ever weaken. I kind of love the fact that his armor is all red. Like he said, like it would happen. It's like, well, this could happen. Unrest in Ishgard, huh? You don't say. No, he lifted not a single claw. 'Twould seem that Heshka wreaked his own manner of vengeance against us. That dude is Nicky. And he has the same title I do.
'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg. But I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
But where's the other eye? Where's his other eye if you only have one?
To Nidhogg's flames. And 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete.
Because the other eye, right?
We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other?
I think the Holy See probably has it.
Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard?
Because the Holy See probably has the other eye.
Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom? At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelgr was right about us.
No shit.
Let us away, Warrior of Light. The people must be saved from themselves.
Wait! I would join you! There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
It looks like he was floating.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
Damnable war. Not until we do Heaven's Ward. That Heaven's Ward is the name of the final quest in this expansion. Oh, there's the asshole right there. With his Knights of the Bastards.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence. But there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault, and the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
He also has the name of the first king. I just realized. Alright, Ashian. Yeah, there you are, you fuck.
The moment is at hand. Excellent.
All shall soon be in alignment.
You fuck.
It is time for the bringer of light to die.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Nah, I ain't going to die. Oh my god. I want to get to at least level 60 before I end the stream. And I know we're very close to it. Hey, it's my bro! Eh? Look, it's fine. Uh-huh. He's like, the fuck is you doing here? And we're like, hey, it's cool. We got that sprint on. There. I don't know if he said or not.
Comrades, sheathe your swords. There is no need for further bloodshed.
My lady!
She has come.
Hear me, brothers and sisters. The war is ended. Nidhogg is no more.
Huh?
Aye, it is so. This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the great worm low.
Hi, that's me. The adventurer. I'm the adventurer, not the dragoon. Dragoon's the guy who's all bloodied.
The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery. You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends. He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead. Let his hatred die with him, I say. Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace.
Have we lost?
Well, we haven't won, so.
No, my friend. Far from it. At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it.
Peace?
Peace? Peace was never the option. Peace talks have been disabled.
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
No, you do not.
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
I love that dude so much. That was rather too close for comfort, but 'twould seem the claimants returned to the streets. My mind, however, yet clamors with 1,000 questions. You return to Ishgard and us accompany, my friend. That, my friend, was rather too close for comfort. Praise Hellion that things did not end in bloodshed. I confess, I was more than a little dismayed to see you in company with the Lady Iceheart. Whatever's going on, Ende, listen. She's pretty damn cool. Beg pardon? You traveled to the Trinity Mist together, along with Esteen? Never was there a more unlikely alliance, nor one of magnificent effects. Nidhogg dead, the heretics pacified. Father and Sir Emmerich must know of this. Let us break the news to them together. I will bring Sir Emmerich to Frumptus Manor. Yes, Yes, an excellent suggestion. Very well, and then I shall wait you there. I may not be able to get to level 60 by the time I finish this quest. Let's just do a few of these quests, like maybe one more after this, and then we'll be done. It's to also help make up for that whatever the fuck happened in my with whatever happened with OBS disconnecting from the Elgato for whatever reason. I'll do this quest and then the next quest, and then we'll be done. I should say we probably have like 30 some left now. You know, if this dialogue is spoken, I will count the quest right now.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
My safety was never in doubt, Father. For I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side. We bring the most wonderful tidings.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard? This
Okay,
is
we'll have
most
35
unexpected.
quests left if I complete this one and the next
She
one.
has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelga? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his Knights 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
Sir Emmerich, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known. You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead, and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question. Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more. A divided Ishgard will not survive.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emeric prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him, that which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it, even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone. But I speak only of what may come to pass.
Oh.
If the rumors regarding his
I guess
heritage
today
are to be
was
believed,
Final
we have
Fantasy
naught to
VIII's
fear.
22nd birthday. That's cool.
Lies and slander.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Emeric is the Archbishop's bastard son.
Ah!
Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
They gotta get laid!
I labor to believe it. Sir Emeric is truly the Archbishop's son.
It's a rumor.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such. But the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the vault myself.
Hear, hear! The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emeric's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
Orshafon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emeric more than ever, and we may be his only hope.
Yo!
There is no
Kingdom Hearts series is coming to PC! Holy shit!
I swear to you, on the
March
sigil
30th,
of
that's his
our
anniversary
house,
too.
that I shall do
All of
this
them, 1.5, 2.5, 1.8, 2.83, and Melody of Memory. Holy shit!
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
However, it's only through the Epic
thank you all
Store,
for your
Epic
support.
Games Store. So, yeah, that's. I mean, you gotta take the good with the bad. Gotta take the good with the bad. But wow. Though your assistance is most welcome, I fear it will not be enough. Few as we are, we will struggle to reach the Lord Commander. If we are to succeed, we must needs recruit others to our cause. That is good. Like, Kingdom Hearts going to both... Kingdom Hearts is now on PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. It's on everything but Nintendo. It could come out to the Switch, maybe. Who knows? With Melody of Memory, I don't know. I mean, it'd be great, but still. But how are we to carry out this bold endeavor? Even with an army of knights at our backs, a direct assault on the vault seems unlikely to succeed. You are correct, Master Alphanoon. Not even the assembly might of House Frontis and the Temple Knights would be sufficient. With the support of another party, however, we may yet stand a chance. You speak of one of the other high houses. Precisely the opposite. Speak of the revolutionaries rumored to reside in the Broom. It was these disgruntled Ishgardians who opened the gates to our city to the heretics, I believe. But of course, if their hatred for the Holy See drove them to such deeds, they might well be persuaded to assist in Sir Emmerich's rescue, knowing the truth he would lay bare. Such is my hope, Master Alphanoon, and I would have you and Ande reach out to them. As a Temple Knight and sworn servant of the Holy See, any overtures I'd make are doomed to fail. But as outsiders, you two may receive a warmer welcome. Very well. We shall seek out the leader of these revolutionaries and make our case. My thanks. Estini, will your brothers heed your command if you order them to stand aside? The Dragoons have no love for politics, my lady. They will gladly watch and wait whether the highborn first amongst them fight amongst themselves. How very wise. And we should hurry to the forgotten knight. Tataru may have knowledgeable of the revolutionaries. Actually, in all honesty, if it's literally just go to talk to Tataru to wrap up this quest, I'll do one more then. We'll see, though. Okay, does not seem to be, but still. Oh, fuck. Wrong place. That's so exciting about Kingdom Hearts coming to PC. Like, goddamn. I got a little Vivi! And hey, Athelin, gods, I've been so worried sick. It's so good to see you. And to you, Tataru. How do you manage to escape the chaos in the streets? Gilbert and the others barricaded the doors until the heretics left. No one was harmed, thankfully. But what about you two? What came of your journey? You're not serious? What was Sir Emmerich thinking? I mean, the way you two talk about him, I wouldn't have believed. Anyway, I heard rumors of the people you were looking for, but I doubt they'll be of much use. The only thing I can say with a certainty is that they're led by someone called the Mongrel. A queer moniker if I ever heard one. Mayhap it will make the individual in question easier to find. Come, let's make all inquiries below. I love how she just walks with the thing above her head. A mongrel? Not sure I catch your mean. To a blue blood, we're all of use dogs down here. Like, if that it's the same thing with Yakuza. Yakuza was a PlayStation exclusive for goddamn forever. Until, Yakuza 0 came out on Xbox. And then they slowly start bringing them all out to Xbox and Steam. So it's good. Yeah, what's that? Speak up. I can't hear as well as I used to. Like, more eyes on a product you love. I see nothing wrong with that. I don't know a goddamn thing about the mongrel, but if I did, you can be sure I wouldn't tell you. That's lovely. Oh, he was still down there? Fuck me. Not a single shred of information, just as expected. Those revolutionaries would not have endeavored to capture for so long without a massive complacency. Still, it's good to know that Tatars is as sharp as ever. Alrighty, guys. Wow, we did a lot on this. Honestly, we probably could have been more, in all honesty. But I'm glad of how much we did. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this stream of Final Fantasy XIV. Again, I want to apologize for whatever the fuck happened. I'm going to do this quest and become a Dark Knight. That sounds like fun to me. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video, guys. Stream, guys. I will be back on Saturday with some more Final Fantasy XIV. We'll be getting ever closer, and we'll probably be going into our next dungeon too, which is the Vault. And yeah, and then maybe Tuesday we will get even more closer. So maybe by next Thursday we'll be getting at the end of the main campaign of Heaven's Sword before we get into the story that takes place between Heaven's Sword and Stormblood. So we're getting very close. We're definitely will wrap up Heaven's Sword before the end of February for sure. But how close will it be with Stormblood? I wonder. We'll see, because that one has a lot of quests in it. So, but anyway, guys, thank you all for watching this stream. Whether you watch it live or archived here on YouTube, I appreciate it, and I will see you guys on Saturday with some more Final Fantasy XIV. Bye.